Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. Twine Storm Shield Defense 7 is what I'm working on, and this here is the Amplifier C setup. The first thing that I'm doing is to cover the area with these floor tiles for the ideal path of the husks, and also so that I can see if everything is gonna be demolished during the spawn, so that I know where I can place my traps safely without worrying too much about the actual spawn. So we're just making a small area here just to make sure that the husks are running exactly where I'm expecting them to. And for the sake of demonstration, I'm trapping this up with pushers, with traps on the sides, dynamos, with ceiling fields, with gas traps. All the goodies that we know from the first defense are strong enough to take out these power level 108 husks. So there is nothing super tricky about this, and there is no reason to go like too much through the how much damage do we need to deal, because the husks are the same power level here as they were in the first defense, because I'm cutting them up one defense round at a time, and then at the end I'm going to go through everything. So the first thing I want to demonstrate here is why this defense is completely different than the first one we did, and it has to do with the smashers. Yes, it does. Normal husks, no problem. Blasters, all that kind of stuff, no problem. As you can see here, things just die. But then the hounds of war are unleashed, and the smashers do what they do best. They smash everything. And that is the tricky thing about the second wave in the Twine Storm Shield Defense 7. It is not really taking out the husks. They're super easy. Well, I mean, the smashers, but besides that, this is a pretty easy thing to complete. And for the sake of demonstration, I'm putting up these things. The electric zapper, crazy things, high damage that you would think were ideal for smashers, because this is the highest damage ceiling thing that we have, dealing a lot of damage to one husk. It is useless, completely useless for smashers. They are too tough. And if they're gonna be an opposing element, just forget about it. But this is like, so you can see what I mean. I'm putting up these floor tiles here at the spawn, and this is just so we can get an idea about where is the meteor going to be hitting, where can we safely trap this area, because with smashers incoming, what we want is to be able to deal damage as much as possible at spawn, so that the smashers can go around, smash things up by the amplifier without affecting our ability to damage the husks. So we're putting some of these lovely gas traps down here, my favorite traps. A bit costly to make, but besides that, really amazing. And this here is the setup that I'm running with. A welcome wagon here, like default kind of traps, nothing special about it, the same stuff as what I had before. I'm using the gas traps here instead. And of course we have these ceiling zappers up here. And the last thing I want to do is to give the smashers something to ramp up against, so that when they are down here, they're going to be charging up and down, and they're going to have something to do instead of just demolishing every single trap that we have there. So just put up some slants, some stairs, anything to keep them occupied while your traps do the work for you. So, Storm Shield being taken down, and here we have the Amplifier C with the new setup. Loads of roof for the smashers to fill around with, loads of walls, the spawn all the way down there, and now we're going to be defending it. An important note, the way I want to do this is of course without taking damage to the amplifier, but without focusing on taking out the smashers, because that requires a completely different way of building a base. And I really just like the fast thing, because the next Storm Shield is going to be much harder, which means that we would want to replace all our traps anyway. So I'm going with a like a use and throw away kind of base design that takes out all the things that need to be taken out and is easy to remove and replace for the harder Storm Shield the next time around. But here you can see the kill enemies count just dropping like crazy. Smashers are doing their thing, running around, some on the top of the roofs there. They're doing their thing, they're a little bit confused, charging a little bit up the ramp I made there. If we go away, we can see them just be completely oblivious to what they should be doing with themselves. So they're just smashing whatever they can, and all the husks are dying on the traps. Super easy. The hard thing is managing the smashers. It is something you may need to toy a little bit around with, and amplifier E is one of the next options we can look into. That was what I had to share in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching.